We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
As today we are going to learn moment distribution method, so we have to focus on some fundamental basic points which we will use in problem calculations. Okay, so fundamental points are like some important terms. So at first, stiffness. See, what is stiffness? So stiffness is denoted by small k. The moment required to produce a unit rotation means slope at the simply supported end of a member is called stiffness or absolute stiffness. Okay, you can see from that beam. Okay, just try to read that and compare with that beam. Here AB beam is there, here simply supported, here fixed, and moment is produced, theta is unity. So the moment required to produce a unit rotation, okay, at the simply supported end of a member is called stiffness K or absolute stiffness. Now we can say stiffness is equal to moment upon rotation. As per the previous slide, whatever beam we have shown, the definition we read about stiffness. So as per that, moment upon rotation is equal to stiffness. Stiffness is denoted by small k. Okay, moment is denoted by small capital M. Rotation denoted by theta. So stiffness k is equal to moment n m upon rotation theta. So k is equal to m upon theta. But theta is equal to 1 unity, which we shown in previous slide. So k is equal to m, means stiffness is equal to moment. Or we can say stiffness is equal to force upon deformation. Here you can see stiffness k is equal to force P upon deformation del or delta. So k is equal to P by del. Now second important term is proposition 1, means for far and fixed end. Okay, so the moment required to rotate the near end of a prismatic beam through a unit angle without translation, the far end being fixed is given by moment m is equal to stiffness k is equal to 4EI by L. Whatever I have written over here, it is mentioned in that beam. Just see that beam, simply supported, fixed, that is far end. Okay, that rotation theta is equal to 1 unity rotation required to produce moment. So the moment required to rotate the near end of prismatic beam through a unit angle without translation, the far end being fixed is given by m is equal to k is equal to 4EI by L. Okay, the moment produced at the far end will be equal to 2EI by L and in the same direction. You can see the direction. Okay, so as per that beam, whatever moment is here, far end whatever moment is here, it is written over here. The moment produced at the far end will be equal to 2EI by L and in the same direction. Okay, now proposition 2 is far and simple. So the moment required to rotate the near end of a prismatic beam through a unit angle without translation, the far end being simple, is given by moment m is equal to stiffness k is equal to 3EI by L. M is equal to K is equal to 3EI by L. You just observe the beam, try to compare that beam with whatever written over here. The moment required to rotate the near end of prismatic beam through a unit angle without translation, the far end being simple, is given by m is equal to k is equal to 3ei by l. Okay, so here m is equal to k is equal to 3ei by l, and here m dash will be 0. Now carry over moment. It is also very important to calculate the problem. So in case of beam with far end fixed, if m moment is applied at the near end, m dash moment is produced at the far end. This m dash moment is called carry over moment. For a beam with far end fixed, m is equal to 4ei by l and m dash will be 2ei by l. For a beam with far end simple, moment will be 3ei by l and m dash will be 0. So when far end is simple, carry over moment is 0. Now carry over factor COF. So it is moment produced at far end divided by moment produced at near end. Okay, so moment produced at far end we denoted by m dash, moment produced at near end it is denoted by capital M. So when far end of beam is fixed, so carry over factor will be 2ei by l upon 4ei by l. ei cancel, ll cancel, here 2 into 2, so 2 cancel, so what will be that? 1/2. So when far end of beam is fixed, so carry over factor as per that equation, moment produced at far end divided by moment produced at near end, it will be 0.5. Okay, so in this case your carry over factor will be 0.5, 1/2. Now we need also distribution factor. Consider a joint in a structure where two or more members meet. Please focus on that. Consider a joint in a structure where two or more members meet. If an external moment m is applied to such a joint, the joint undergoes a rotation theta as per shown in figure. It is given in next slide. Since all the members meeting at this joint undergo the same rotation theta, the applied moment m is distributed to each of the members according to their relative stiffness value. The factor by which the applied moment is distributed to the member is known as the distribution factor, which is also denoted as capital DF, distribution factor DF. Okay, so whatever written over here, you just try to compare with that figure. See that, consider a joint in a structure. So there is a joint in a structure, these all are the member, you can see fixed, you can see simply supported. Okay, so where two or more members meet, so we here that joint is there, two or more members are meeting at that point. Okay, so if an external moment m is applied to such a joint, the joint undergo a rotation theta, so we can see it is under rotation. Okay, so here joint O is there where all the members are meeting. Here fixed, simply supported. Okay, so here your O point is there, here your and A, B, C, D. Okay, so for member OA, you just see over here, member OA, your stiffness K1 will be 4ei1 upon L1 as per our stiffness conditions, as per our end, far end, fixed end, simply supported, and as per that for our member OA, stiffness K1 will be 4ei1 upon L1. Now we will consider for OB. Okay, so OB, for OB stiffness will be K2 as per our end criteria. Okay, and stiffness rule, our member OB K2 means stiffness K2 will be 3i2 by L2. Okay, then for member OC, okay, means that type of condition, fixed end. Okay, so fixed end is there, OC a member, or we can say beam is there, member OC is there. So for that stiffness K3 will be 4EI3 upon L3. Again this condition is there for member OD. So for that stiffness K4 will be like this, means 3EI4 upon L4. So total stiffness will be summation of all the stiffness. So sigma K is equal to K1 plus K2 plus K3 plus K4. So total stiffness is equal to sigma K is equal to K1 plus K2 plus K3 plus K4. Therefore, distribution factor will be K upon summation of K. So as per that, distribution factor is equal to stiffness of a member upon sum of stiffness. So for member OA we will consider, then distribution factor will be K1 upon sigma K. So moment shared by O, so M1 is equal to moment into K1 upon sigma K, means summation of stiffness. For member OB1 or for here member OA, so as per previous figure, for member OB distribution factor will be K2 upon sigma K. Sigma K will be same for all. Here stiffness value will differ. So here K1, so here K2. Moment shared by OA, that will M2. So M2 will be M into K2 upon sum of stiffness. Then for member OC, distribution factor K3 by sigma K. Moment shared by OC will be M3 is equal to your moment into K3 upon sigma K. Then here for member OD, means for fourth member, distribution factor will be K4 upon sigma K. Moment shared by that point OD will be M4 is equal to M into K4 upon sigma K. Therefore, we can say that moment shared by any member will be moment into distribution factor. Okay, all these are distribution factor. In all the cases we have seen moments shared by the member. So this was the thing. So as per that, moment into distribution factor. Okay, so moment shared by any member will be moment into distribution factor. Now we need fixed end moment definition. Okay, so the moments induced at the ends of the member due to the applied loads considering the member to be fixed at both the ends are called the fixed end moment. It is very simple. Now unbalanced moment, the sum of the fixed end moments, please focus over here, it is little different. The sum of the fixed end moments meeting at a joint which is initially clamped is not zero. The difference between 0 and sum of this moment called unbalanced moment. This term is very useful because whenever unbalanced moment will be there, so we have to make it balanced. Okay. Unbalanced moment is responsible for rotate the unclamped joint. Now we need distributed moments as per our basic term to calculate our problems. So what is distributed moments? The unbalanced moment cause the joint to rotate when it is released. The resistance to rotation will be provided from the members in proportions to their stiffness. The resisting moments developed in the members are called distributed moment. To focus on that will also helpful to calculate our problem because it's a basic term. Now what is relative stiffness in that case? When several members meeting at a joint have different conditions of support at their ends, it is always convenient to express the stiffness of the members in terms of relative stiffness. So we have seen that the absolute stiffness K of a prismatic member with far end fixed is 4EI upon L and with far end simple is 3EI by L. Please keep these values in mind because this will helpful to calculate problem. we have seen the absolute stiffness K of a prismatic member with far and fixed is 4 EI by L and with far and simple is 3 EI by L. If all the members meeting at the joint are of the same material and are fixed at the far end, the stiffness of each member relative to the others may be represented by I by L. However, if some of the prismatic members meeting at the joints are freely supported at the other end, the relative stiffness may be taken equal to 3 by 4 I by L. Please keep these values in mind, that will be helpful to calculate problems. Since the absolute stiffness of such member is 3 EI by L. Now we need sign convention because we have to moment diagram also. Okay, we have to draw that. So for that sign convention also required, as that this subject is structural analysis 1, means before that you have already learned mechanics of solid subject. So based on then all the sign convention are there, which mention is shear force and bending moment. I will also come with the shear force and bending moment lecture. So many students are facing problem to understand SF1 because of the lack of knowledge regarding SFBM reactions likewise. So I will come with that lecture also, but till that you just focus over here, try to understand sign convention, right, and moments. So support moments for end moments. Okay, so here you can see fixed beam AB. Here you see the moment direction, clockwise anti-clockwise moment direction. You see as per that sign is negative and positive. So clockwise moment will be positive, anti-clockwise moment will be negative. Rotation slope theta. So here you can see fixed and here some theta is there, theta b is there. So clockwise rotation positive, anti-clockwise rotation negative. Now sinking means settlement, or we can say del delta deflection. So the settlement will be taken as positive if it rotates the beam as a whole in the clockwise direction. Okay, right. Here you can compare this with that B. The settlement will be taken as positive if it rotates the beam as a whole in clockwise direction. Okay. In place of, the settlement will be taken as negative if it rotates the beam as a whole in anti-clockwise direction. You can observe this beam. Okay. Now fixed end moments. So fixed end moments for various load cases are shown below. These basic fundamentals comes from mechanics of solids. So I assume that you all have idea about that. So here I just give the idea to recall you the things. So here fixed beam, central point load, L by 2 L by 2 distance because it's a central point load. So we can say it's a span L. Okay. So here moment is produced MFAB, MFBA. So we know that anti-clock will be negative, clockwise moment will be positive. So MFAB will be as per that minus WL by 8. And for fixed end moment at BA is equal to positive WL by 8. Here fixed end UDL on entire span L, moment is generated at end. So fixed end moment for AB minus WL square by 12. Why? Because it's a UDL. For fixed end moment for BA it will be for clockwise, it is clockwise moment. Okay, and it is UDL. So opposite to this it will be positive WL square by 12. Now there is fixed beam that unequal length means here span L is there, but that point load W is given at a distance from end A. So for that unequal distance, fixed end moment AB is equal to minus WAB square upon L square, and for fixed end moment for BA, positive WA square B upon L square. Okay. Here you can see that load UL is there, uniformly varying load is there. So here fixed and UVL is there, W kilonewton per meter load. So here fixed and moment AB minus WL square upon 20, and here it's a clockwise means positive, so WL square by 30 because it's a UVL. Now there is fixed and here no any load is there but moment is generated and it is a span L, but the thing is that it is at a distance from end capital A and here small b distance, okay, and moment is somewhere over here. So MF AB positive, MB in bracket 2A minus B upon L square, and fixed end moment BA will be positive MA 2B minus A upon L square. Both moment are positive, okay. Now for that case, suppose fixed end, that UDL for some distance like A and B portion is there, means this is unequal distance, okay, and here W kilonewton per meter UDL is there. So fixed end moment at AB minus WL square upon 12L square in bracket 6L square minus 8AL plus 3A square, and for BA plus W A cube upon 12L square in bracket 4L minus 3A. It is very simple, all is come from the fundamentals of mechanics of solids. Now for the seventh case, there is a sinking of support, that deflection or sinking, we can say it as having a delta. So fixed end, so fixed end moment for AB minus 6 EI delta upon L square, and here it is for BA minus 6 EI delta upon L square, okay, and here you can say there is a theta is there, okay, and fixed end is there, moment is generated. So as per that, MFAB, MFBA both will be positive. You can see the direction, okay, it is clockwise direction, so both will be positive. So 4 EI theta A upon L, and fixed end moment for BA 2 EI theta A upon L, okay. Here it is like anti-clockwise, okay, so here negative will be there, minus 2 EI del upon L square, and here moment, fixed end moment at BA will be 0. Now these all were the fixed end moments, okay, as per our fundamentals of mechanics of solids. But now steps for moment distribution method, because now we have to solve the problem based on that. So we have knowledge of moment, we have knowledge of reactions and BM diagram, sign conventions, okay. So based on that, now we have to go ahead. We have idea of stiffness also. So based on that, we will go for the step for moment distribution method. The moment distribution method may be summarized by the following steps. Dear students, please focus on the steps, because whatever basic terms we have seen in previous slide, that all that terms will be helpful to solve problem. Find out fixed end moments for each member. If beam is given, then how many members are there? So for that all member we have to find fixed end moments. Find out distribution factor for the various member meeting at different joint for end support. Whatever we discussed in our previous slides of distribution factor. So for simple support, distribution factor will be 1, and for fixed support, distribution factor will be 0. That we have to keep in mind. So no need to do calculation whenever simple support is there or fixed end support is there. So we know that simple support, so distribution factor 1, fixed support, then distribution factor will be 0. Now third step, prepare moment distribution table in which the vertical lines represent the joint. We have to prepare one table to represent the joint, okay. At each joint, find out unbalanced moment and distributed them at the joint according to the distribution factor, so that they are balanced, okay. So if it will not balance, then we have to make balance. This is so called distribution. There is no unbalanced moment at any joint and cycle 1 is completed, okay. But if any unbalanced moment is there, then we have to do calculations till we get the balanced moment. Then fifth step, the distributed moments are carried over to the other end of the member with the same sign, so called carryover 1. Sixth step, the cycle may be repeated depending on the accuracy desired. Okay, if we will not get balance moment, then we have to repeat the cycle. The final moments may be found out by summing all the moments in each column. 8 steps we have to follow. At the intermediate joint, the sum of moments must be 0 as desired by equilibrium conditions. Okay. In 9th step, at internal joint, sum of distribution factor is equal to 1. Okay. So whatever basic terms we have, carryover moment, distribution factor, stiffness, whatever steps we seen, then fixed end moment we seen, as per that we just try to solve the example. So dear student, please focus on that step properly. If you will understand this problem, then based on that similar type of more problem you can calculate easily. So first problem is, analyze the beam shown in figure by moment distribution method and draw bending moment diagram. Okay, so always I tell we have to read the data, what is given and what we have to find, because there are so many type of problems are there. So by reading the problem in examination you can find out that this problem from moment distribution, or we have to find slope, or we have to find deflection, or we have to find moment. So by reading proper problem, by the analysis you can understand what is given, what you have to find, and which method you have to apply to solve that problem. So analyze the beam shown in figure means figure is already given. Moment distribution method means for that we have to use moment distribution method. Draw bending moment diagram means by using that method, finally whatever calculations will be there, based on that we have to draw bending moment diagram. So for that we need moment also. So first we will see the beam. Here you can say that beam is given. Okay, so here that three supports are there, A, B and C. 40 kilonewton load is given between this support as a symmetry distance. Here 2 meter, 2 meter. In this 4 meter span, I is there. Here 40 kilonewton load is there. Between B to C support, which length is 6 meter, where I is not there. It is a 2I. Okay, please keep in mind it is I and it is 2I. And UDL is given 20 kilonewton per meter. So first, as per the steps, what we have to do? We have to find a fixed end moment, and we are aware about the that equation of fixed end moments. Okay, so fixed end moment at AB, it is that simple support is there, point load is there. So whatever fixed end moment we shown, as per that it will be minus W by L, minus WL by 8. Okay, so minus 40 into your L is 4 divided by 8. So as per that you will get minus 20 kilonewton into meter. Now fixed end moment for BA, so it will be positive WL by 8. So whatever is there it will be positive. So plus 40 into 4 by 8 is equal to positive 20 kilonewton into meter. Now for BC, here UDL is there. Okay, so fixed end moment at BC will be minus WL square by 12. So minus W will be, it means minus 20 into 6 square divided by 12. So it will be minus 60 kilonewton into meter. You can calculate in your calci by this lecture. Whenever this lecture is running, you are observing this lecture, so you can use calci to check out the value. Now fixed end moment at CB. Okay, so at BC it was negative, so now at CB it is positive. We have already discussed in our fixed end moment portion. So here positive WL square by 12. So positive 20 into L square means into 6 square divided by 12. So it is your plus 60 kilonewton into meter. We have to use all these moment in our problem. So at AB minus 20, at BA positive 20, at BC minus 60, at CB positive 60. Okay, so here whatever beam was there, it is we carry forward here to understand. Okay, so now in second step what we have to do, we have to do distribution factor. Okay, so as per the step we have to prepare table, so we will prepare the table. So serial number 1 to 3 is given. Why? Because we have joint, we have three joint A, B and C, but here we have written B, A and C. Why B and C? Because here there is a connection of other members. Okay, it is a one joint and other member are joined at B junction. Okay, so here joint B, so member will be BA and BC. Okay, so as per whatever stiffness we discussed over here, so as per that our stiffness for BA portion will be 3I by L. Okay, 3EI by L. So this L is a 4 meter. So 3EI by L means a 3EI by 4 for BA. So if we will do 3EI by L means a 3EI by 4. So 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75. So we will get stiffness K for member BA at joint B 0.75 EI. Now for BC. For BC, it will be 3EI by L. So 3EI, but here I is 2I. Okay, so 3E 2I by L. L is 6 meter. So 3E into 2I divided by 6. So that 6 will be cancelled because here 3 into 2 is equal to 6 now, and here 6. So 6 will be cancelled, means 1 EI will remain. So for BC member at joint B, your stiffness K will be 1 EI. Now we need summation of K. So for joint B, our sum of K will be 1 EI plus 0.75 EI. So it is 1.75 EI. Now we need distribution factor for that B. So what is distribution factor? As per our previous discussion, K upon sigma K. So here K 0.75 divided by 1.75 EI. So EI will be cancelled. Okay. So as per that we will get our distribution factor over here. Then for member BC, K upon sigma K. So K is 1 EI upon 1.75 EI. So as per that we will find distribution factor. Okay. Now at A point and at C point, whatever we discussed about the distribution factor, so it will be 1. Okay. So we have joined. So from joint we decided the member as per the figure. We find K stiffness, we did summation of K, and we find distribution factor by doing K upon sigma K. Now we have to calculate moment distribution. So as per our step and whatever data we calculated, as per that we have to draw table. Here your A joint, B joint, C joint. So whatever distribution factor we have calculated, so for A joint it was 1, for C joint it was 1, for at B joint, for BA portion it is 0.43 and for BC portion it is 0.57. That you can decide from the previous table. Okay, whatever distribution factor you received from the calculation, you have to mention in that table. Okay, so for BA portion it was 0.43, for BC it is 0.57, and at end it is 1. So as per your calculation, whatever you received, that you have to mention over here. Okay, so it is your distribution factor. Then fixed end moment. So whatever fixed end moment we calculated, we just go with the previous slide. You can see fixed end moment at AB, at BA, at BC, at CB, whatever fixed end moment we calculated, that we have to put in our table. So here you can see minus 20, 20, minus 60 and 60. Now there is a question that how that 20 and minus 60 be considered. Okay, here there is a matter that at one joint different moment can't be there. There is a similar type of moment, but this value is different, means we have to do some calculation to balance the moment. But here we can say that here simply supported beam was there, right? So here minus 20 moment is there and here positive 60 is there, means we have to balance the moment. So here minus 20 is there, so we put a positive 20, so minus 20 positive 20, so it will be 0. So as per the rule, simply supported beam, So at end moment will be 0, so it is 0. Here positive 60 is there, so we add minus 60, then 60 and 60 it is 0 to balance the moment, because in simply supported at end moment is 0, so here moment is 0, so there isn't any matter to do any calculation. Okay, but as we know that it is the carry forward moment. Okay, so here 20 is there, so see here half of that moment will transfer over here, so here 20, so here 10, and if here minus 60, so half of that minus 30 will be there, so whatever moment is here here half of that moment will be here, whatever moment is here half of that moment will be here. So as per that 30 and minus 30 came. Okay, now we have to do addition of this moment. 20 plus 10, 30, minus 60 and minus 30, so it is minus 90. That 0 will be here because there is a addition of that both the value. So positive 60 and minus 60, so addition will be 0. Positive 20 and minus 20, so addition will be 0. That addition is 30, that addition is minus 90. Now we got 25.8 and 34.2. So how we get? So there is a simple calculation I have shown over here. You have to do 30 minus 90, multiply that distribution factor 0.43. So you will get minus 25.8. But to make it balanced, we write it over here positive. Okay. Now here 30 minus 90 means again 30 minus 90, multiply that distribution factor 0.57. So you will get minus 34.2. But here we mention to make it balance positive 34.2. Okay. Now again we have to do addition of that both the value. So 30 plus 25.8, so you will get 55.8. Here minus 90 and plus 34.2, so you get minus 55.8. Means you can say no doubt it is positive negative, but the value of moment is same over here, and here 0 0 is there, means our moment distribution is completed over here, right? Don't get confused with any step. It is very simple. You have to just focus, you have to understand, because here whatever value is taken, it is already mentioned over here. How we got the value, that already I mentioned, I already discussed, so no need to get any confusion. Now moment at AB 0, moment at BA 55.8 kilonewton into meter, here minus 55.8 kilonewton into meter, here 0, that we have to mention because it will be helpful to draw our diagram. So here our bending moment diagram. So there was simply supported beam was there, and we have to draw moment diagram. So we can say that here 55.8 was there, and it is our diagram is like in a triangle shape. 55.8 moment is mentioned over here. Now for AB portion, span AB, our moment will be WL by 4. So W was 40. So 40 into our span was 4 divided by 4. So we got 40 kilonewton into meter. So it is bending moment diagram. So for portion AB point load, the our diagram is in a triangle 40. Okay. Now for span BC, so there was UDL. So span BC moment will be WL square upon 8. So W was 20. Our length was 6. So W into 6 square divided by 8. So we got 90. That shape we mention as per the rules of shear force bending moment diagram. Okay. So we have easily calculated that problem by using the moment values, by using stiffness, by following all the steps, and sign convention is mentioned over here, so no need to get any confusion. So as per that we have calculated our bending moment diagram, right? Now whatever fundamental knowledge we apply to calculate that problem, same way we have to go for that problem, but here you can see it is a fixed beam is there. In previous one it was simply supported. Okay, so solve the beam given in figure if supports A and C are fixed. Okay, so solve the problem given in figure means figure is given if support A and C are fixed. So A support is fixed, C support is fixed, ABC having AB span 4 meter, here 6 meter, here UDL is there, here 40 kilonewton, 20 means it is a similar data, but the thing is that both and are fixed. So what will be the difference over here. Okay, and whatever problem we calculated previous, as per that we will do in that, so you can get the idea. Okay, and based on that both problem calculation you can solve many more problem based on that. First step, fixed end moment for AB, minus WL by 8 because it's a point load. So minus 40 into 4 divided by 8 is equal to minus 20 kilonewton into meter. Now BA plus WL by 8 point load. So 40 into 4 by 8. So it will be positive 20 kilonewton into meter. Now fixed end moment BC is negative minus WL square by 12 and for CB positive WL square by 12. So as per that, minus 20 into 6 square by 12 and plus 26 into 6 by square by 12. So it is a negative 60 kilonewton into meter for BC, and for fixed end moment at CB positive 60 kilonewton into meter. So whatever we did in the previous problem, same we follow over here. So your fundamental regarding to calculate the problem will be more clear. Now we have to go for distribution for the factor. So we have members and we have joint. So joint BAC, because A and C is AND, so it is a fixed AND, so distribution factor is 0. Okay, so no need to do any member and stiffness and summation of K or any calculation for distribution factor. It is fixed AND, so your distribution factor will be 0. For A and C it is directly 0. And for B, member BA will be there, member BC will be there. Here again I and 2 EI, so here 4 EI by L will be there. Okay, so 4 will be cancelled, so 1 EI. And for BC portion 4 EI by L, but EI is 2, so 4 into 2, so 8 by 6. Okay, so 8 by 6 is equal to 1.33 EI. Okay, then 4 into 2, 8 by 6, or you can say that 3 into 2, so 2 will be cancelled. Okay, so 2 by 3, 1.33 EI. So you have to do addition of that both, because summation of K. So 1 and 1.33, so summation of K will be 2.33 EI. Now unit distribution factor, when we have to do K, means if stiffness K upon sum of that sigma K. So 1 upon 2.33, right? So here 0.43 because EIA will be cancelled. In that BC case, that stiffness is 1.33 divided by 2.33. EIA will be cancelled. So distribution factor will be 0.57. Now we have to remember the value of that stiffness, because whenever we will plot the table, so at that time we need distribution factors. Now we have to go for moment distribution. Whatever we did in our previous problem, that steps we have to follow over here, but we have to keep some points in our mind. But I will discuss while calculating the problem. So A, B, C joints are there. Okay, whatever distribution factor, so fixed end is there. So distribution factor at A joint it is 0, at C it is 0. For BA portion it is 0.43 and for BC portion it is 0.57. Okay. Then whatever fixed end moment we calculated, so we written over here minus 20 plus 20 minus 60 plus 60. Now in previous problem we make it balanced. Okay, and we did minus 20 plus 20 60 minus 60 and did 0, but that was simply supported. Okay, but it is here fixed end moment, fixed end beam is there, so means at fixed and some moment will be there. Okay, so as per that we didn't do over here only 0, but here you can say that here 17.2 is there and 22.8 is there. So whatever we did in our previous problem, same way what we will do, 20 minus 60 into 0.43 I mention over here. Okay, dear students, whatever I am discussing over here, you try to make a note from that, so you can understand whatever we are discussing over here, whatever we are calculating over here, so you can make a proper note based on that and you can understand well. So 20 minus 60 into 0.43, so it is minus 17.2. Then 20 minus 60 into 57.57, so it is 22.8. I mentioned over here 20 minus 60 into 0.57 is equal to minus 22.8. Now on that here at from B to A, here at A joint, 72.2 divided by 2, so it is 8.6 will be here. Same way 22.8 divided by 2, so 11.4 will be here. Okay, so now what we have to do, 20 plus 17.2, so it is 37.2, right? Now minus 60 plus 22.8, so it is minus 37.2, means it is a balanced. Okay, because at same joint no or different value will be there, it is a similar value. Okay, same value, only positive negative, so it is balanced. And we know that at fixed and moment some balance is there, some moment is there. Okay, and here it is balanced, so whatever moment is here, addition of that, so we considered as it's a moment distribution part is computed. So here minus 20 plus 8.6, so it is minus 11.4. 60 plus 11.4, it is 71.4. Dear students, why we stop our calculation over here? Because it is a fixed beam, so some moment will be at end, right? But at middle joint, whatever our span, whatever our member, but at middle joint we got the same value of moment. No doubt it is a positive, it is negative, but it is a that we can say it is the balanced moment, final moment. So we got same value over here, means our calculation is completed over here. And whatever value we got, so we know it's a fixed beam, so some end moment will be there, so that value we have to consider as our fixed end moment. Okay, so final moment, here we have to mention, so moment at AB minus 11.4 kilonewton into meter, BA moment at BA 37.2 kilonewton into meter, moment at BC minus 37.2 kilonewton into meter, CB moment 71.4 kilonewton into meter. That calculation I have shown, so no need to worry and no need to get any confusion. Just practice is required, more and more practice required to understand. Now we have to prepare bending moment diagram. Okay, so we know that whatever 37.2 we got, it will be like here. We know that some fixed end moment is there, so fixed end moment it is negative, so here 11.4 is there, and at a C point 71.4 is there. Okay, and as per the load, that line is there, so 11.4 mentioned over here, 71.4 mentioned over here, it is our fixed final fixed end moment. Okay, now portion AB, WL by 4 moment will be there, so our W was 40, our length was 4, so divided by 4, so 40 into 4 divided by 4, so it is 40 kilonewton into meter. Okay, and for portion BC, our moment will be WL square by 8, because that was UDL, so as per UDL shape will be like that. So W20 into L6, so W20 into L6 square divided by 8, so it is 90. So dear students, today we have seen moment distribution method. So whatever fundamental basic concepts, states, the distribution factor, carryover moment, then fixed end moment, then balanced moment, then whatever problem based on moment distribution method. So based on all the stuff, all the calculations, you can understand the moment distribution method. To understand this method, you need some fundamental knowledge regarding fixed end moment, how to draw bending moment, which shape will be there, all the things are required. So focus on this PPT, try to make hand note from this PPT as a practice, and based on that you can calculate more similar problem. So our topic is completed today here. Now in the next lecture I will come with new topics. Till that, stay safe, take care, study well, and all the very best.